Yeah, your boy is irritated as fuck right now. So, there is something going on with the laptop. I just spent all this time with MX Linux, um, downloading all the packages and all that stuff and everything. And it's funny because now when you turn on, it says secure boot failed, which means one, either the hard drive is going bad or Grub is going bad, which is the bootloader, or MBR, master boot record, which is just a small partition on the hard drive that holds the information to boot the partitions that you create. And so it looks like I'm going to be doing computer work today. And I'm not going to be using MX Linux, most likely. Because that just really pissed me off. And it was nothing I did. You know what I mean? All I did was lose power. All I did was lose power as it was booting. So and it fucked it up. So I'm hoping it's not the hard drive. But it's a solid state drive. They only have so many write cycles, but they don't go bad they don't have bad sectors like the old hard drives used to, where where they'd click and all that other shit. So I was looking at other Linux distributions. My favorite place to go to for Linux distributions is DistroWatch. They always have the top 100 recent Linux distributions that are going on around the world, which is pretty cool, and I've used a lot of them. Some of them are full operating systems, full blown out, desktops, just like Windows or Mac. But a lot of them are light systems, My favorite is Kali. Kali is my favorite, which I might be putting it on there, honestly. I think that's what I'm going to go with. I was just trying other stuff out, and MX Linux is number one right now. That's why I tried it. And I use Mint. But Endeavor OS, I've never used it, and I'm kind of interested in it. It looks interesting. It's all spacey and shit, It says Cassini Nova is here. Welcome to Endeavor OS. It says a terminal-centric distro with a vibrant and friendly community at its core. So it looks like it says a vibrant, friendly community with the beating heart of this distro. So it's basically saying, that the community, people talk. People are interested, and people are, there's a lot of development going on, which is hard to find sometimes. A lot of stuff, stuff gets outdated, or there's no interest in the program no more, the software, and that's also why it becomes open source too a lot of times, all that old Windows software, it gets released, publicly. So, because it's old, it's old software, it's old technology. But yeah, it says Cassini Nova with some necessary bug fixes. After less than a month after Cassini Neo was released, we present you with Cassini Nova, which ships with minor but necessary bug fixes, and also with the usual refreshed main packages. It's an ISO, so it's just it's an ISO image. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's just an image of the file, that holds the information, the data, that the program that you use, it knows what it is. It knows that it's operating system. So I want to try it though. I really do. I think I'm gonna try it. Let's see what it says. Installation. So it does support UEFI Boot Manager, which pretty much all new laptops have UEFI, which is just a security feature when the computer boots, for hacking and stuff. You can look all into that. I could do videos on that, but that's I'll be doing computer videos, but that's not really what this is about. My channel's about. So it's about sailing and, documentaries, interviews in my life. That's why, I'm doing all these videos because you guys got to get to know me before, I start even really showing you guys all the cool stuff I'm about to do and already have. So, um, yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna see if this is cool. I already know all this stuff. But let's see if we can find it. I want to see how big it is. That's my problem. The reason why I went with MX Linux, honestly, was it was a light distribution. It was very small. That's cool. What the fuck? Oh, they made a pyramid with in the terminal. That's cool. So, they just released it 03, so January, February, March, January, February. Yeah, so they just released it March. It does have a small, see, this is what I'm looking for, XFCE. That's one of my favorite desktops to use, window managers for Linux when it comes to like a smaller computer, or like not a smaller computer, like in size, but a slower computer, with less resources, smaller, processor, that type of stuff, RAM, because it makes it go fast. You can bring like an old computer, back to life, something that's like nostalgic that, you would use Windows 98 back in the day, and you can't use Windows 98 no more. But you could put Linux on it, you can bring life out of it. You can do stuff with it. I do all types of crazy stuff with older computers. You guys will see. I'm gonna be reusing. I'm gonna be my fort, my floating fort, my sailboat, chasing all this weather and stuff. I'm gonna be having all these systems in place. So I gotta, I'm gonna be retrofitting stuff. I'm gonna be, I don't have tons of money. And I like doing the stuff anyways. Even if I had tons of money, I would be doing it anyway. So, but it says it has. I didn't go out there yet. I'm waiting to 9 to go out there to do the alternator. I told him 8:30 I'd be over the 8:39. And I just made coffee. I gotta let it cool down anyways. I don't have no milk, which kind of sucks. So it's just sugar and coffee. But it comes with Firefox pre-installed. It's got a web browser. Default. It comes with KDE, Plasma, Cinnamon, GNOME. I've never used, what is Budgie? It's a set of icons. Budgie is just a set of icons. It's a theme. And it says it uses the Nemo instead of Nautilus. So it means Nautilus is a file manager, if I remember correctly. So it looks like I'm going to be using Nemo. MX Linux, I was using Thunar, which I didn't mind it. It was alright. I liked it. It seemed good. I just upset right now because my computer won't boot. And I got to figure this out. That's why, another reason why I'm not over there. Why am I going back up there? So I got to find where to download this shit. It says to create and install media, take a look here. I already know how to do that. I don't have an ARM computer, which is just an ARM architecture that's like the processor. Okay, here we go. Cassini Neo Edition. It says method 1, use Endeavor 8664. So it supports 32-bit and 64-bit operating systems right off the jump, which is kind of neat. That means it's just one disk. It means it's going to be a big disk, though. It's going to be a big, it's going to be a big file. So if you don't have a big flash drive or a disk, I don't use disks anymore. This is the only computer I have. The only reason why I bought this, honestly, is because it still has a CD drive. You don't see that in computers anymore, man, like laptops. You just don't, unless you buy one that's like the only company that I know that still does stuff like that would be like Lenovo, like IBM, those ThinkPads. Those things haven't changed. The body, the chassis hasn't changed. It's been like the same for ever, decades. but they, they just upgrade they upgrade the internals. I love those computers, which I'll have one. I've had many. I just don't have one right now. Usually I would torrent this because torrent would be faster, but it doesn't look like they have a torrent. It looks like I gotta download it from one of these sources, which it tells you which countries they are: India, Germany, Taiwan, Germany, Singapore, USA, which that's probably where I'm gonna get it from, or worldwide. GitHub is good. That's worldwide. I'm probably gonna go to GitHub. And I know GitHub is not fishy. I've used Giganet too. But GitHub's a really good source for stuff, man. You can get all types of stuff from there. Like if you're learning, it's pretty interesting stuff. Listen, go check it out. If you're into computers or want to learn or anything like that, it's a good source to get stuff for Linux or even Windows. They're always posting, developing. You know what I mean? And the community in GitHub is pretty cool. I can go here. I'll go to the website. Let's build from here, it says. Well, let's go back. It tells you what it is, too. It says GitHub Incorporation is an internet hosting service for software development and version control using Git. It provides a distributed version control of Git plus access control, bug tracking, software feature request, task management, continuous integration, and wikis for every project. Parent organization, Microsoft. So it's developed by Microsoft, which I didn't know. That's pretty cool. I wouldn't say it's developed by Microsoft, but it's, they own it. It's a subsidiary. So, all those Windows geeks too, they use Linux too. And all those servers and stuff, they're like Windows servers. People are using Windows servers, but most of the time they're running Linux, man. I'm telling you. They ain't gonna tell you that, but that's what they're doing. I promise you. That's what they're doing. So, let's just download this. Why did I go? I shouldn't have did that. I showed you guys GitHub and I clicked off of where I was to download the file, so now I gotta go back. Shit. Yeah. Maybe did I already download it? I don't think it started. It did start. Yeah, it's pretty fast, man. I'm pretty impressed with Spectrum, bro. The new Spectrum system that they got rolling out, man, is pretty legit. And dude was really Spectrum was really cool, man. The tech that came out was pretty smart, man. And so back in my house, I got a bunch of trees falling down and stuff, and I run servers. I gotta be able to access my computer at all times, man. So I gotta have internet, first of all, at all times. And then, power, second of all, at all times. And then, if the trees fall down, like this branch, it caught this wire right here, which had my internet, my power lines. And then over there, you see the trees, the trees were falling on my dad's Mustang, and it fucking broke the windshield on that truck. That's another thing that pissed me off. But he ran the line. I told him, I'm like, bro, I can't. I'm like, is there any way you can just run the line, dig underground? He's like, yeah, dude. And what's funny, it was an icy ass day, dude. It was fucking, I haven't seen this shit in a long time, dude. Like, it rained really, really bad, and then it froze. It just completely got frozen. There was icicles hanging like this, but it happened quick. The weather's been changing, man. I'm telling you, bro. Things have been changing weather-wise. This is why I'm doing this. Because, one, it's been always my dream, and now I have, the funds to get my boat. I can do this, and, I want to do it. I have Margarita, someone that I know will get on the boat with me, even if we fight or, even if, I haven't seen all things happen. I know if I come around, she's there. She's gonna come with me. She's gonna drop bags. Whatever it is she's doing, that woman is gonna come with me. Guaranteed. So I'm going for her, I mean, she knows I'm coming. She's working. She's a busy woman, man. I love her. But I gotta get this going. And I gotta get across the street. But yeah, Spectrum was fast, dude. Like, I was really impressed with the internet. And then he even left me extra cable, which was cool. And it was really high grade cable. And then the more I did the research, they're paying all these Mexicans, man, to come up here and dig all these lines and run all these systems. And they just dumped a lot of money, bro, in this new Wi-Fi 6 shit. And if you look, like, the router even has a fan on it. I was impressed with that too. It has a fan on it, so it stays cool. It's a Wi-Fi 6 router, dude. And I liked it too because WoW was shit, dude. And WoW also, the whole thing was together. There was one box. It would overheat all the time. My internet would crash all the time. They gave me a separate modem, which gives me voice. I have a business number, which was nice because I had the fax machine. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were able to do this, and the equipment was nice, the way it's set up, and they gave me high grade wire, like, you can, if you know this stuff like me, you appreciate that stuff. You see it. You're like, okay, they're really doing something. So now I gotta write this image real quick, which I like MX Linux, man. I mean MX Linux. I wish I was gonna put it back on. There's some games I play Assault Cube a lot, but there's nobody that play it anymore. Same with Nextwiz. It's very rare I see people on there. There's people on there, but it ain't like it used to be where it'd be like 300 people on there. Assault Cube is definitely more funner, in my opinion, than Nextwiz. Nextwiz is more like Halo-ish. I played more. Another reason why I have more. I like Assault Cube more is because my best friend Gary Anger, that passed away. We used to sit up all night, bro, like for days, and it was awesome when phones finally came out with unlimited data, because me and him would be playing fucking, he would have his phone, I would have my phone on, speakerphone, and me and him would just sit in Assault Cube, and we would find like little places, to go hide. And people used to hate us because you had like this little grapple hook. You could like hide up in like the corner of like, a room, and we would just like cap everybody. We didn't care if you were on our team or the other team. We'd just fucking shoot everybody. We didn't care. We'd always get kicked off the servers and shit. We'd just find another server to go on, me and him. I miss him a lot, man. I miss that. Dude, I miss him. I wish he was here. I'm looking for my stupid ass, so there's a program that writes the image to the USB, and it's somewhere here, and I can't find it. Doesn't help I'm talking to you guys, and I smoke some wax. I'm pretty stoned right now. Like, I hit that bitch, I couldn't even open my eyes for a good, 5 minutes. Which I'm thirsty, and my coffee is still too hot. Where the fuck is this, man? Dude, no, this is really irritating. I feel stupid. Watch, it gotta be in here. I'm just gonna go all applications. Here we go. That would make sense, right? It's called USB image writer or something. Do. I could probably type it too. That would be smart. I'm surprised I haven't seen it. Here we go. USB image writer. Click. Alright. So here's the image. I downloaded it to my desktop, which I tried to move it, but it didn't. It stays over there. It's just how this window manager is. So desktop, Endeavor, yep, we're gonna do that. It's gonna go ahead and format it anyways, Make sure you know what you're doing. I'm not trying to format my 4 terabyte. I got a lot of stuff on there. That'd be bad. So make sure you're good. Most of the time you should verify the authenticity, integrity of the image, which we'd go here, and then you can go back here. Let's see if they should have the MD5 checksum somewhere over here. I don't normally do this if I know it's coming from a good source. But you should. You really should. Because one, here it is. Okay, so it says to check it, SAH, it says to check the ISO file with GPG signature, import our key, and verify. So this is ISO assigned by Johannes Kamprad, blah, blah, blah. To verify the key, you need this. All right. I think I'm doing this right. It's been a while since I've done this. That's a 256. That's a 512 some though. Here we go. No. I'm about to just... Right, dude. I don't have time for this. I gotta go over there. You guys can do this shit, man. I'm telling you. Y'all can figure this out. It's not hard. It's really not. And if you have interest in it, you know what I mean? What am I showing you for? You're going to figure it out anyways. I'm serious. So put in my password. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I didn't put my password in right. I got to get this going so I can get across the street. It's got to be like 9 o'clock now, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, dude. I got my coffee going. I was gonna make another video, I was just gonna go over there, but then my laptop fucked up. I was like, you know what? I'm a computer geek, so I know this stuff, and I can show you guys this stuff, so because I know it. But I'll let you guys go. I'm gonna go ahead and drink this coffee and go over there, which hopefully he answers the door. I don't look stupid. I put all that stuff out. Nobody's took it yet. There's a bunch of knickknacks I got out of a storage unit. And the sleds too. I kept the sleds. I was gonna keep the sleds, but I don't know, man. Unless somebody else have them, I'm not gonna... They're just going to sit in the storage unit. They're just going to sit up here for years, until I come back up here. And right now I'm going down there, so I'm not going to be up here for a while. And if I go anywhere, if I want to go on the mountains or something, I'm going to go snowboarding. I'm not going to go sledding. You know what I'm saying? That's for my kids, and we're going to be on the boat. If we want to go do something, I'll use a sled there, So I'll just put it out there. Nobody's took it, which surprises me. I'm gonna go next door, across the street. I need to get this done, man. I gotta get this done, and then I might go donate today too. I'm hoping people call me today, which is Friday. So, I think it's Friday, right? Let's see. Yeah, it's Friday. Which Friday is a really good day for Facebook Marketplace. I always do good on the weekends, man. For some reason, because people aren't at work, That's what it is. People have money on Friday, So, especially like the first of the month. Like every first of the month, things start going a little bit better. So, You gotta put all that stuff in retrospect, you know? And it's different when you travel too, in different areas, different, states and stuff. You know, different seasons, different, foods, it's, you gotta learn when you're traveling stuff, you gotta learn that stuff if you want, to live and have good food, and, you gotta study, you gotta pay attention. So, but I'm gonna go knock on the dude's door, so I'll let you guys go. Y'all have a good day. I'll see you in a little while.